Buddha said the root of suffering is attachment. So we need to learn to detach from our desires and from our manifestations so that we can actually allow them to come in. I heard this really cool example the other day in a video I watched where it was talking about like when you go to the restaurant and you put an order in with the restaurant, you don't go around pestering the wait staff or pestering, the restaurant staff like, where's my food? When's it coming? You go and sit down at your table and you wait patiently and you trust that your food will come. So it's the same idea with your manifestations. Like you put it out there to the universe of what you're wanting, but you can't be like, where is it? When's it coming? Like pestering. You need to learn to be patient and trust that it will come to you. So when you let go, letting go is you trusting the universe or trusting the process. So realize this. The more you're attached, the more you're attached to your desire, the more resistance you will create energetically. Because it's an energetic game. It's all about the energy dynamics. And so if you're clinging on to your desire and you're attached to it, you're going to butcher up the energy dynamics. You're going to create this resistance and it's going to stop it from being able to come in. So realize the more you want something, the more resistance you're going to create. Because when you want things, like I really, really want love. I really, really want to have lots of money. I really, really want success. What you're saying to the universe is, I currently do not have this thing, and therefore I lack it. And by the laws of the universe, that's the reflection you get back in your life, is more lack and more wanting, but not actually getting. So we have to get out of that wanting vibration. So you realize wanting and having are two different vibrations and frequencies. And the way that, law of attraction works is whatever frequency you're tuned into is a reflection you get back. The universe doesn't care about what you want. The universe gives you a reflection back of what frequency you were tuned into. So these are two different frequencies. If you're on the frequency of want, the reflection you get back is you're going to continue to be wanting and not actually having. Whereas if you get into the frequency of having, I have love, I have money, I have success. That's the frequency you're tuned into. The reflection you get back is more having more money, having more love, having more success. And you might think, well, how do I get in the frequency of having when I don't have it? We'll put it to you like this. You may not have a romantic relationship in your life right now, and you may want that, you may want love, but you do have love in your life. You'll have, your parents that love you, your siblings that love you, your friends that love you, your children that love you, nieces and nephews, your pets. There is love around you. It may just not be in a romantic relationship, but if you can acknowledge that I have love, like, there's all these people in my life that do love me, and you love yourself, that's putting you on that frequency, and then the reflection you get back is more love will be coming in for you. And then you'll potentially meet someone that will love you in that romantic relationship type of way that you're wanting. It's the same with money. Okay, so if I don't have a lot of money and I'm a bit of a broke ass sort of thing, well, how do I get in the vibration of having money when I don't actually have it? Well, firstly, you do have money if you're paying bills, right? You may not have a lot of money. You may not have all the money that you're wanting to be able to go do things that you're wanting, but you do have some type of money in your life if you've got rent to pay, food to pay. So acknowledge the money that you do actually have, even if it's not a lot. You may find $1 on the ground when you're walking up the street. Like, it might not be a lot of money, but acknowledge it. Pick it up and say, look, I have money. Money comes to me, because it helps you to get into that frequency and that vibration. And again, whatever frequency you're tuned into is the reflection you get back. So the more you're in the frequency of I have money, the money will just start flowing in. So when we are attached, like when we are attached to our desires or attached to outcomes, the more we're attached, the more our vibration gets pulled down the scale of consciousness. So your natural state of being is high vibrational. When we're born, we come in at the love frequency, and that vibrates at 500, right? And then things happen in life. You know, we have these stories about things. We get attached to things. We have desires, and that starts dragging our energy down the scale of consciousness into these low vibrational states. And you can see here that desire is between fear and anger. Desire vibrates at 125. It's low vibrational. So you don't want to be desiring too much. You want to feel whole and complete. That's the key here, right? When you can see yourself as whole and complete, and I don't need anything, that is when stuff starts coming in, because you don't need it. When you need things, I need it, you're putting off this desperate, clingy, needy energy. That energy creates resistance as well. But when you see yourself, I'm whole and complete, I don't need anything, that's when stuff will just start coming in, because you don't need it. It's all to do with energy dynamics. So we need to let go of these things that are keeping us in the low vibrational states. And as we let them go, our vibration will naturally raise back up, because your natural state of being is love. Think of it like you have one of those buoy thingies, like the ones in the water in the ocean. You have a buoy and you push it down under the water. Now imagine what happens when you let it go. It goes straight back up. It's the same as your vibration. When you let go, it'll start raising back up. So what do we need to let go of? We need to let go of our attachments. Remember what it says, the root of suffering is attachment. So stop being attached to things. Realize I am good either way. It doesn't matter if I have these things or if I don't. Like, put it to you like this. If I was like, can you please really like my video and comment because I really need some attention on my videos, just please like it. You'll be like, whoa, what the fuck? That's a bit strong, like calm down. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if I'm like, you know, more like, I don't care if you like it or not. Give it a like if you feel like it. Like, I don't care. It's a different, you see how they're different energies, are different vibrations. That neediness is repelling. It makes you like, want to back away. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you coming on so strong? You know what I mean? So, let go of attachment. Stop being attached to things and just be like, I'm good either way. And you're in this, when you're good either way, you're in this more flowy, light energy. Right? Another thing to let go of is, what was C? I forgot what C was. Oh, control. Let go of control. Right? So realize when you're trying to control things, you're trying to control how your manifestation's going to come in. You're trying to control, you know, the outcomes. You're trying to control the external world to get the things you're wanting. Realize that the control actually comes from your ego. Your ego's part of the mind, your ego's the false self, and your ego is the one that likes to control. Your true self is the soul, which resides in the body. The ego's part of the mind. So realize the ego's the one that's clinging to control. Tell your ego, like, settle down, ego. I don't need you right now. I just want to hear from my higher self and allow the higher self to come through. Like, go sit in the corner, ego. No, but you know what I mean? It's the ego that's clinging to control. So when you can acknowledge that, like you just have that awareness that it's the ego, it's a lot easier to realize and then let go of that control. And so when you let go of control, that's when you're able to go, oh yeah, I trust the universe, or I trust the process. That's what it's about. It's trusting. So what else do we need to let go of? Outcome. Stop being outcome focused. Like, let's say you're going on a date with someone and you're like, this date has to go really well. This is like the only person for me. It has to go well, and you're really clinging to the outcome of it. It's, again, that's a needy, desperate type of energy, and that other person would subconsciously pick up on that energy and they won't want a second date with you. So stop being outcome focused. Stop focusing on the results. Just enjoy the process. Learn to have more fun in life. Just have more fun in life. Don't take things so seriously. And when you have more fun, you loosen up the vibe and learn to just enjoy the process of things. because again, it will loosen up the vibe. You'll be in a better vibration that will be able to attract better things in, because this is all about like your personal vibration. So law of vibrations, the primary law, and we're all putting off our own vibration. Law of attraction is the secondary law. So whatever vibration you're putting off is what you're attracting. So that's why your energy is really important. So learn to become aware of your own energy and where it's at. So for example, for me, like I can tell when my energy is low vibrational, and I know, and I'm like, okay, right, I need to sort my vibration and frequency out right now, because I have the awareness. I can tell when it's not right. Then I have the tools, so I know what to do to get my vibration back up, so I don't stay in those low vibrational states. But awareness is key. Another thing to let go of is D. What was D? We'll come back to D because I can't remember. Number L is limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs. So we all have limiting beliefs, and limiting beliefs are the same thing as the stories that we're telling ourselves. So firstly, you may not even be aware of your limiting beliefs. And if you aren't, then I suggest that you start becoming aware, because awareness is key. Awareness is 90% of transformation. You can't change things that you aren't aware of. So you may have to do some belief work. You may have to figure out, what limiting beliefs do I have? What stories do I tell myself? You can find these sorts of things out through meditation and just observing your thoughts and observing, because when you start observing your thoughts, you'll start observing the stories you're telling yourself, and the stories you tell yourself are the same thing as the beliefs. So, and beliefs create reality. Now, when you become aware of the limiting beliefs and the stories you're telling yourself, you can make the decision to let it go, because letting go is being aware of the attachment and then making the choice to let it go. So awareness is a big thing with all of this, right? So start being mindful of what stories you're telling yourself so you can become aware, and then you actually have the power to change the story, or to change those beliefs to the preferred stories and beliefs. And remember, your beliefs and your stories is what creates your reality. For example, let's say you have a limiting belief that I can't make lots of money. As long as you have that belief, you won't ever make lots of money. So you need to become aware of the limiting belief, then make the choice to change it. So you write a new belief, which your new belief could be, I am financially abundant. And you start reprogramming yourself with the new belief, then that will reflect, as long as you believe it, that's going to reflect in the outer reality. So become mindful of your limiting beliefs, but let them go. You know, if you have that belief of, I can't make lots of money, you need to let those beliefs go, because they're not serving you. Now, remember what D was, so we'll go back to D, and that was desire. So let go of your desires. Like, when you want to manifest things, it's about knowing what you want, doing the manifestation technique, which in my opinion, the best technique is using your imagination and tapping in to the quantum field through your heart. So knowing what you want, doing your manifestation technique, but letting it go. Once you've done the technique or whatever it is, you know, let it go. And let it go knowing it will come. Let it go knowing that even if it doesn't come, I'm good either way. When you've got that attitude of I'm good either way, then it's more likely going to come in. There's no resistant energy there. The last thing to let go of is negative emotions. So we don't want to suppress our emotions. You don't want to repress or suppress. So that's not what I'm saying about letting go of them. You don't want to just repress them or sort. The key here is to, feeling is healing. So allow yourself to feel the negative emotion. Question these negative emotions, like, why do I feel like this? Do some sort of emotional inquiry, and then make the decision to let it go, because it's not serving you. Don't judge your negative emotions. It's not about judging them, just becoming aware of them, and then making the choice to feel them, to heal them, and let it go. And as you let these things go, you'll start raising, your vibration will start raising up the scale of consciousness. And then the higher you're raising your vibration up the scale of consciousness, the faster and easier it is to manifest. You are so much easier, Also, sorry, you're so much better at manifesting when you're up here in these higher vibrational states. If you're trying to manifest and you're down here, your manifestations won't come in. You need to be in these higher vibrational frequencies. But again, we don't want to suppress negative emotions. So like I said, feeling is healing. Allow yourself to feel your whatever negative emotion that you're having, and again, do that emotional inquiry. And when you allow yourself to feel, because feeling is healing, you will end up releasing that emotion out of your system because you've processed the emotion instead of suppressing it or repressing it. So this is the key to like manifesting, is like, again, it's knowing what you want. You have your desires, you have your wants and whatnot, but you have to let it go and trust the process and trust the universe. And again, back to the control thing, that's being the ego, right? The ego's trying to control how it's going to come to you. Yet there may be a better, more magical way that this manifestation could come in that the ego can't even think of. That's why we've got to learn to trust the process and trust the universe. The universe has your back. But remember, it's all about energy, frequency, and vibration. The universe doesn't care what you want. The universe will give you a reflection back of what you are. So be mindful of your own personal energy field. Be mindful of where you're vibrating at. Like what emotions you're feeling is the frequency you're vibrating on. And remember to get into the vibration of I'm good either way, and I'm whole and complete. I don't need anything. That is when things will start coming in. And the magic of detachment, you'll see the magic of it when you do actually detach. Like you will see things in the reality will start happening in a more magical type of way. Like I said, like how the ego won't even be able to think of. There is magic out there, and miracles can definitely happen. So get your energy right. I hope you like this video. If you got some sort of value out of it, let me know by giving me a thumbs up or write a comment, or even write down in the comment section something that you're going to decide to let go of today. Set the intention in the comment section. I'm going to let go of this thing right now. Make that decision. If you like this sort of content, then subscribe and hit that bell notification. I hope I see you on the next video. Peace.